Guys, it's me, it's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Okay, so I was talking to a woman, and she told me she's in a relationship with an Aquarius. It's a good relationship. They've been together for a couple years now. They've been living together for, I think she said they've been together for 3 years, and they've been living together for 2 years. So she said the relationship is really good and she's happy with him. But one of the things that bugs her is very frequently he goes into his head, thinking, calculating, reading, he's in the room physically, but he's gone. Like his consciousness is just gone. And I knew exactly what she meant because I can be in a room with people and not even be there. I could be sitting there, drinking a beer or playing on my cell phone, and I can literally leave. Aquarius are really good at that. It's very handy when you're with somebody that you don't want to be with and you have to be with them, like your mom makes you go somewhere or something like that, or you have a bad relationship and you don't want to be there. Things like that is really handy in those situations. So a lot of Aquarius are skilled at being there but not being there. So she wanted me to tell her what the hell can she do to get him out of his head. Now, this is your first mistake. You cannot get an Aquarius out of their head. You can get them out for moments, maybe if you say something that's thought-provoking, they'll come out. But if this is an issue for you, I wouldn't try to get him out of his head. I would try to go in his head with him. Big difference. If your Aquarius is sitting there thinking about history or philosophy or whatever with art or whatever we're thinking about, and you try to get them to think about something else, such as what you want them to think about or something you care about or a concern of yours or a movie you want to see or something like that, the Aquarius is going to get annoyed. Aquarius enjoy being alone with our thoughts. So if you come at him in that kind of way, he's going to get annoyed with you 9 times out of 10. May even leave the room to go be alone with his thoughts, But if you join in on the thought process, it then becomes intriguing and fun to him. So if you're watching your cell phone, he's sitting next to you on a couch, he's disappeared off into his thoughts, and you say, "Hey, penny for your thoughts?" Or "What are you thinking about?" Something along those lines. And he says, "Oh, I'm just thinking about my next vacation." Most of us would be like, "Oh, okay," and move on to the next topic. But if he's in his head about it, it means he's enjoying playing with the ideas. So play with them. "Oh, I'm thinking about my next vacation." "Oh, where do you want to go? What do you think about Tahiti?" "What about London?" "I've never been to Canada before. You want to go to New Zealand?" Start giving them ideas. Come into the thought process instead of pulling him out of the thought process. Pulling him out of it is going to annoy him. But if you engage in it, then he'll express more. Aquarius are overly expressive with people that we like to talk to. We talk too damn much with people that we like to talk to. So if you make this little tweak, he'll start to talk more. Okay? So my idea for you is to try to do it that way. And whenever you can leave him in his thoughts, just leave him in them. But if you want to talk to him or you feel like having a conversation or you've missed him or it's been all day and he's been in his thoughts all day and you want to have a conversation with him, that's the easiest way. Because once you play with that thought process with him, the thought process usually jumps. Aquarius will jump from one thought process to the next thought process, back to the first one, then to a third one, back to the first one. Will jump around in the conversation. So if you get in on his thought processes, start talking about whatever he's talking about, then you can jump to what you want to talk about. It might jump back, but you can also get some of your thoughts in there, some of your questions in there, some of you in there too. But if you immediately come at him trying to pull him, "Oh, what about this?" Or "My mama said this," or "What about dinner?" If you immediately try to pull him with you first, instead of meeting him where he's at, he's only going to get annoyed with you and get more and more silent. You see? So you don't want him to get more silent. You want him to get more talkative. Because an Aquarius who's comfortable won't shut the fuck up. And if you want to get him to that space, that's how you do it. An Aquarius likes to think about things and muse about things and consider things. And if you will do that with them, then they will talk to you. My best friend and I, my Aquarius, one of my friends is an Aquarius. One of my closest friends is an Aquarius that I met on this channel. And we yak all the time. And a lot of times what we're talking about is theories and history and ideas. Like we're just musing about things that are interesting but may not be mundane. We don't usually talk about like the weather and stuff like that. We might mention it in passing, but most of the time we're talking about things that entertain our minds, that intrigue our minds. So try to get in the conversation and say something interesting, say something compelling, say something intriguing. You know, if you know your Aquarius interests, learn about their interests. And Aquarius loves when you know about their interests and can intelligently talk about them. They love that. They hate it when you talk about them and don't know what you're talking about, though. Don't come at them if you don't know what you're talking about. If your Aquarius is into the Cowboys or the Eagles or whatever the case is, don't come at your Aquarius talking and you don't know what you're talking about. That's just going to annoy them. Do your homework. Do your research. But whatever your Aquarius is into, if you learn about what they're into, and then you can talk about those things at the appropriate times when they're thinking about them, so forth and so on, then that's great. Some of the times, one of my favorite things to do is to watch Harry Potter theory videos online and like just think about the different theories. It's just a mental thing. We like to play with theories. We like to think about things. We like to wonder about things. So the more you get in on that thought process, the better your relationship is going to be and the more they're going to share because the Aquarius feels heard, the Aquarius feels understood. Remember, Aquarius spend a lot of our time, many of us spend a lot of our time feeling misunderstood. The more you can understand your Aquarius, or at least make them feel understood, the more they're going to share with you and the more they're going to love talking to you. Okay? So that's how you do it. Don't try to drag him into your thought process. Go to his thought process. Indulge and play in it and then mention your thought process. At that point, his thought process is pretty much exhausted and he's ready for the next topic. You see? So it could work out. Try it out. Okay? All right. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. You guys are so fabulous. You are the best subscribers I could have ever asked for. And for you new subscribers, I have like 600 videos. Please check them out. I have a lot to say. Because if you want to ask somebody, you might as well ask an Aquarius. Anyway, it's time for us to get going. So if you would like to contact me, I'm going to leave all my information. I do tarot and oracle card readings. I also do consultations on magic. I love gifts. I leave my PayPal for donations and I leave my Amazon wish list as well. And I'm on social media and you feel free to hit me up there. If you have a question for Ask an Aquarius, I need more questions. I'm compiling my list, so please keep them coming. See you later.